Welcome to another episode of Have You Seen It? I am Charles, and I am with the lovely Denise. How you doing today? Let's jump into this thing, Denise. What movie are you recommending to our audience today?
Well, before I jump into my recommendation, I would like to say welcome to all our viewers to season 4 of Have You Seen It? And we just want to thank you for all of your support for the last 3 years. And we want you to stick with us because there's going to be some new stuff happening in season 4. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So now I'm going to jump into my recommendation. My recommendation this week is Vacation Friends. It's a Netflix original starring Lil Rel Howery, Yvonne Orji, John Cena, and Meredith Hagner. Robert Wisdom is also in this movie, and Lynn Whitfield. Whew. This movie is about a couple, Marcus and Emily, who meet up with another couple while they're on vacation in Mexico. A weird friendship happens between the two couples, and it eventually will take a very awkward turn when they return home. And on this particular vacation, Marcus plans to ask Emily to marry him, and he's got an elaborate setup all ready for her and waiting for her when they arrive at the resort. Well, once they once they get to the resort, their room has been flooded and his plans have been ruined. And once they find out why the flood occurred, they realize that John Cena and his girlfriend, who are in the room above, have let the jacuzzi overflow and it flooded Marcus and Emily's room. So John Cena and his girlfriend are like way out there. I mean, they are the most obnoxious people you have ever met on a vacation. Nice people, but they take friendship to another level, one that Marcus and Emily are not prepared for. They basically hijack their vacation because they feel so bad that they have ruined their accommodations, and they just can't stop wanting to make up for it. So everything that can go wrong does go wrong. Every mishap that you can imagine happens. And it just goes on and on and on. And again, once they get home, Marcus and Emily think, whew, good Lord, we hope we never see those people again. But they do. And so more of the same continues to happen. If you want to see a movie that's got some really good laugh out loud moments, this is the movie for you. It's just about 90 minutes, maybe a little longer, but it's funny and it's different. So that is my recommendation, Vacation Friends.
So my recommendation for this week is Kate, starring Mary Elizabeth Winstead and Woody Harrelson. She's an assassin, and she's at a crossroads in her life. She wants to know how is it to be normal, to have a normal life. V, played by Woody Harrelson, who is her handler, and he befriended her when she was a little kid. He was the one that taught her how to be a deadly assassin. Now, though he supports her vision of being, having a normal life, he believes that, she is going to be bored to tears and she's going to come back to the life that it's the only life she's ever known, is being an assassin and killing people. All right. So after a one night fling, she is on her last mission. All right. And so she's ready. She's in position. She's ready to get ready to kill that person. Right. And she starts feeling bad. So much so that she started to lose vision. She's starting to feel very sick. And she takes the shot and she misses really for the first time ever. She always hits her target, right? And she missed here. So she leaves the scene. And when she's leaving the scene in a vehicle, she gets in a wreck and she ends up in the hospital. So in the hospital, she finds out that she's been poisoned, but not just any old poison, right? They made sure that she was going to be poisoned for good, and they poisoned her with radiation. And the doctor tells her that she only has a day to live. So now she is going to go on a killing spree, and she's going to kill anybody that gets in her way to find out who did this to her. I recommend this fun movie. She does a lot of killing. Denise, who is your nailed it?
Okay, folks, my nailed it this week is the lovely and talented Gabrielle Union. But in this movie, I wasn't feeling any of that. In this movie, Daddy's Little Girl, oh my gosh, I despised her character from the time that she opened her mouth and spoke. She played a stuck-up lawyer who just treated her driver, played by Idris Elba, like garbage, pure garbage, any and every chance she got. And she continued this awful, unprofessional behavior until Cupid stuck an arrow in her behind and she saw Idris in a different light. But up until then, I was hating her on all cylinders. She did a really good job of being a bitch. Gabrielle Union and Daddy's Little Girls.
So my nailed it this week is the whole cast of Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins. The whole cast was just hilarious. And his beef with his cousin, played by Cedric the Entertainer, was just off the chain, right? But they had so many funny moments in there. Some of the other individual characters that were supporting this movie, right? It was a butt guster. It was you're going to just laugh out loud. I was telling my co-host about it, and she said when she saw the movie on Netflix, she just started laughing, right? Because that's just how funny it is. So my nailed it is the whole cast of Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins.
All right, folks, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that like button. And we are available on every podcast platform in the universe. Just type in "Have You Seen It?" with Charles and Denise, and there we will be.
Audience, thank you very much for joining another episode of Have You Seen It with my homegirl, Denise, and yours truly, Charles. And we are out.
Bye-bye.